guys in Team 91898 here, and we are finally back for this because I haven't recorded this in several months. I just got really lazy and never put out the footage. But we are back, and the last thing we did in this was, I think it was the trade to get Ryan Kessler. Yeah, it must have been. Because that's the last thing I remember doing. But the first thing we're going to do is, I forgot to do this. We're going to go to the staff abilities, upgrade our assistant coach. No, upgrade our amateur scout, I guess. And then I'll upgrade our assistant coach 1. And then we'll do that. But still, we have things we can do, because if you look at our team, we've got a bunch of really good players, and we still have 14 forwards we can use. And since I don't even use injuries, I really don't want to, keep them. But I'm just looking through our team here, and I see that we have, maybe we can get another top 4 defenseman to play alongside Spiza, and then we have Shattenkirk and Myers as our top 2. Or we could maybe we could trade away 2 of the forwards and get, like, I don't even know. I mean, we have so many forwards we can get. I mean, with 14 forwards, I think we have 6 defensemen. And, worst case scenario, we can always bring Dougie Hamilton up, but I think he'll do better. And we have Kai Ramo, because I remember he used to have good trade, but I don't think he does anymore because he isn't getting any better. And doesn't have the yellow stars. So yeah, just look at our team here. I haven't looked at this in a while. So, just looking at our players, Armia. Let me look at Armia. 4 stars, 20, 60. See, Armia is someone we can trade, because Armia has great, but has only 62 overall, and isn't going to get that. I mean, he is 20, but, he's only 62 overall at 20. I mean, there's plenty of players here that are easily tradable, just little prospects, and have, a decent trade value. Yeah, so let me take a look at the free agents. If you can hear my dog in the background, I apologize, but he will not get off he will not stop snoring. I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna get him to stop. But yeah, okay. So I want to make sure there was no prospects that I missed. Not really. They're all 26. Mike Knubel. No. Okay. So there's no one really that we want here. I mean, Holloway wouldn't be a bad third line player, but we don't need anyone, and there's no... I mean, there are some, restricted free agents, like Delzato, but I don't want to get Delzato. So I think what I want to do is I want to go after another... Alright, so I want to go after a top 4 defenseman who's no older than, 23. Yeah, we'll just do that. Top 4 defenseman that's no older than 23. Is there anything else I want to do here? Yeah, overall, I get... No, overall. I mean, if they're top 4 defensemen. Okay, so we've got, obviously, Spiza. You've got Delzato, Spurgeon, Kulikov, Carlson, Ekman Larson, Runblad, Fowler, Gardner, and Larson. I mean, obviously, I'd love to go after someone like Jake Gardner, who's not even a top 2. Is any of these guys a top 2? No, Larson isn't. Obviously, I'd like to go after someone like Adam Larson, but I don't think that's possible. But you know what? Let's just see. It doesn't hurt to try. They don't want to get rid of him, obviously, but it depends on, what, they want. So, they want Armia. They want Zajac. Now, that wouldn't go through. There's clearly not enough trade value there. But, I mean, there are plenty of players that we can, we can get rid of 2 forwards, and then we can get maybe a defenseman that matches their block. Okay, what defenseman do I have that match their block? Leopold doesn't, but McNabb does. Let's look at McNabb. 22 years old, 77. He can get better, so I don't really want to get rid of him, I guess. And let's just go low. Yeah, I could get rid of Lidman. I'm paying him $3 million. I mean, I could easily get rid of Lidman. And I'm using Lidman, though. But I could sign someone, I guess. And I can get rid of 1 more forward because... Yeah, I can get rid of 1 more forward. Like Drew Stafford. Because I have players who can play Drew Stafford's position. And he's a second-line forward. The thing is, I'm like getting rid of 3 players here that I think I'm using, right? And then because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Okay, there's no 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you've got Fur Foster's 5, and then Libman would have been 6. But here I'm getting rid of my second line center, and then I could like bring Druin up. So you've got Kessler, Skinner, and Ben. Here, Kessler, Skinner, and Ben. And then you've got Drowen, Gerby, and then Pominville, I guess. And then you could do Ennis, Ott, Dvorak, and then you've got Hunter, Porter, and like Coletta. Yeah, so I still have enough. But maybe I try and keep someone like, I don't know. Because Pominville's in the last year of his contract. Hold on, let me get rid of Stafford. Let me add like a first round pick from like a team or a time we don't need it. I know this is like a big stretch trade, and you know this probably would never happen in real life, but that's okay. Here, let's get rid of the 2018 second, and then another second down the line. Here, let me find one. Do we have any more? Probably not. I've used most of my picks. All right, so a second and a third. This probably won't go through because they don't want to get rid of Larson. And I don't know if this will piss them off though. I mean, it might. Let's see. You've met your block quite adamantly just values, but that's what I thought. The value is just going to be too low. We're going to have to give up prospects, really. I mean, like, Lowe and Garnett. Like, they're just, like, 3.5 star players that we can, you know, easily replace. Like, 3.5 star players. I mean, this is only a 5-year GM mode, so we can easily, you know, you don't really need the prospects. So, let's try and use these prospects to our advantage. Let's add McNabb. But no, I didn't want to add McNabb. I wanted to... Wait, did I add McNabb? No, I had Lowe. Okay, Lowe is fine. Lowe is only 59 overall, 20 years old. Yeah, he can easily be replaced. So, I don't think that'll be enough still. So, let's add one more prospect. Now, I don't even know if this will go through, like I said, you know. Here, we'll add Garnett. I don't even know if this will go through. I really don't. But it's 5 players they want, and I don't know if the value still adds up to Larson, though, but we'll see. We'll go through. Awesome. So I am happy to accept this proposal on behalf of the New Jersey Devils. Consider this a done deal. So we just, I didn't expect that to happen, but we got Adam Larson. So wow, what an upgrade to our team. So now we've got Larson and Myers as our top 2. Are either of them top 2? Myers is. Larson isn't, but Larson will be a top 2 eventually. We'll have to pay Larson next year too, but that's okay. We're at $30 million at the end of next year. And you've got Shattenkirk, who's still a top 4, yeah. Shattenkirk and Spiza, and then you've got Foster and Leopold. And the thing is, Leopold now is very tradable because now I can bring out Braden McNabb. I don't know if he's a top 6 now. He's not yet. Wait, no, is that even the right guy? No, that was Austin. I don't know why. Here, McNabb. McNabb is a depth defenseman, but I could easily play him top 6. That's not a big deal. I could play him top 6 and trade Leopold, and maybe still try and upgrade our forwards. Because our forwards still aren't amazing. Because you've got Kessler, Ben, and Skinner, I guess. Because Skinner can play it on the wing, because Skinner wasn't very good yet. No, Skinner had okay face-offs. Kessler, though, has a really nice face-off, so. Yeah, 87. That's why I liked Skinner, or Kessler. So then you've got Ben next to him. And I guess, you know, Skinner or Gerby or Paul, you know, but. Here, let's go. Here's what I like to do. I'll do this from the ground up. We'll do this. So, if I could, I'd do Dvorak, Porter, and Hunter. Because I don't really want to, you know, I mean, Coletta's not bad, but Coletta's kind of. I mean, he's only 72. But, and he's not that great even, you know, he's good physically, but that's about it. He's really pretty bad otherwise. So, I'm going to say Hunter, Porter, Dvorak. Maybe what I should do, I should play Druin on the second line, because someone in the comments, his name was like Peaches Blimp, I think, commented I should probably put Druin on the second line, which makes sense, get him the most experience. So, play him on the second line with Gerby and... Maybe we get another second line right wing, and then you've got Stafford, Ennis, and Ott. That makes sense, I guess. Offensive discipline isn't very good, so maybe we could. Because Pominville's in the last year of his contract, and he's 30 years old. He's getting kind of old. I mean, obviously, it's not that bad. So let's go here. 17 to 29. I mean, like I said, he'd be fine for the rest of the GM mode, but it doesn't hurt to upgrade. Another thing I wanted to look at. Actually, never mind. Hold on. I mean, it's like we're good. I mean, Pominville could easily play on the second line. Gerby could play on the second line with Drowen. And then you've got Stafford on the third line with Ennis and Ott. And then Porter, Dvorak, and Hunter. Yeah, that would be fine. But one thing I want to look at is, you may think I'm crazy, but Ryan Miller he's on 1 year left on his contract, and that's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the fact that Ryan Miller's 32, and we're only in the second season, so he's going to be like 37 by the end of this, and he'll be getting worse, and his value won't be as good. And obviously Ryan Miller, they would probably never trade Ryan Miller in real life and just play him out to the end of his contract. But I'm thinking, his trade value is still really, really good. So you go to a team like Los Angeles, right? Who've got Jonathan Quick. They do, right? Yeah, there he is. Okay. So you go to a team like Jonathan Quick. He's 88. I'd like to get... He's 88, or you go to a team like Montreal.